It's a beautiful day here in Los Gatos, California. My name is Kevin John Black. I'm the product manager for BenchPress, and I'm happy to give an overview today of the BenchPress peer review and manuscript tracking system. As Alex said, if you have any questions, please type them in at the end of our session today, and we can address them or follow up with you after the presentation. So, without further ado, I'd like to start. BenchPress, speed and innovation from submission to publication. So, BenchPress is HighWire's end-to-end solution for scholarly manuscript publishing, editorial tracking, peer review, and also production tracking. And we've designed it to integrate easily with HighWire's online publishing services. BenchPress provides publishers with the industry's highest level of workflow configuration flexibility. Currently, we have over 60 journals online. We have over 900,000 registered BenchPress users. We have over 80,000 submissions per year and over 30 million unique page views. So we have a very active and scalable system. Here are some of the BenchPress values that we offer. By centralizing your editorial and production workflows through our intelligent integration, BenchPress lowers the administrative costs and dramatically reduces time to publication while providing the best in-class configurability to match the workflow that your organization demands. Since 2001, BenchPress has provided small, medium, and large publishers with a variety of options for getting online and improving editorial efficiency. We like to think that we're extending the benefits of HighWire's strong community and industry-leading customer service. BenchPress has played a hands-on, personalized role in helping its customers drive the evolution of scholarly peer review and publication. So, first off, we like to highlight that we build to your specifications. We don't lock you into a predetermined workflow, and we build to meet your publishing needs. It's delivered ready to use, and we provide full training for your staff, but you don't need to hire additional staff to maintain your site. This screen here shows a standard login screen for one of our brand new BenchPress sites for the University of California. We offer a single sign-in, so users can leverage just one username and password to gain access to any BenchPress site. And if they are granted extra privileges or different roles, they can also gain access to those multiple roles with that one username and password. We don't require users to remember multiple logins for each role. The benefit there is less headaches for all users to gain access to their site. Next up, we provide a clean and uncluttered user interface for all roles. This is the example of an author interface. Each step in the submission process is reflected by links on the page that represent queues or holding areas that hold the papers while they transverse the stages through the site. So you can see all these queues right here. They would hold papers through the workflow of the peer review site. Now here's an example of a reviewer area. Again, we strive to provide a clean interface to simplify the actions for each role. You'll notice that we also provide options for each publisher to reflect their journal branding through color palettes, graphical navigation, and page headers. So rather than having the same look and feel for each BenchPress site, you get to choose the design elements that we implement for you. And as I said, while we strive for a clean, simple interface, I want to assure you that we can handle all levels of complexity. This is an example of the staff queues for this journal. This represents the control center for the editorial staff. While authors, reviewers, and editors have a limited set of queues consisting of just the papers that they are responsible for, the editorial journal staff has a bird's eye view of all papers throughout the system. Direct integration with HighWire hosting. Here's a quick diagram to show you how BenchPress fits into the workflow from submission to publication. An author would submit into BenchPress. On acceptance, if the author is lucky, BenchPress integrates easily to deliver to HighWire Express, where the manuscript, XML, and files are ingested into the Atom Store, into the open platform, over onto JCore to be delivered to the reader site. We also have the ability to deliver accepted papers from BenchPress to downstream vendors for compositing and typesetting. We can also submit to multiple downstream vendors. Full issues then can be delivered back into HighWire via HighWire Express. Integration with key industry utilities and downstream services. BenchPress has the flexibility to integrate with a number of key industry utilities and downstream services. Here are some of the ones that we're connecting to right now. Dryad. Dryad is a digital repository for supplements and data sets. Authenticate. Authenticate, as you may know, is the leading provider of professional plagiarism detection. Is used worldwide by scholarly publishers and research institutions to ensure the originality of written work before publication. PayPal and WorldPay for your e-commerce needs. Or CCC, Copyright Clearance Center, for APC charges. We also employ ORCID, user ID for individual disambiguation, and the funding registry for funding, recording, and compliance needs. These are just a few of the industry utilities that we are currently using, but we're always looking to add new services and innovations. Intelligent architecture for long-term adaptability. I just want to let you know that we're constantly investing in the BenchPress infrastructure. In the past year or so, we've migrated the entire platform over to the new server technology stack. And this represents a broad overhaul to the original BenchPress system. It integrates a multi-tenant architecture and is focused on high scalability. But all that aside, what are the benefits to you? Well, it's improved reliability, improved performance, and improve redundancy. If we encounter an issue due to a spike in activity with one process, the server technology stack has the ability to transfer over to the next available server instance. Again, the main benefit for you is less interruptions in your daily activities. The highest available level of consultation and personalized customer support. We offer all BenchPress users dedicated staff support to help you. We foster a first-name basis relationship with your staff. We provide a single point of contact through your account manager, who acts as your advocate and coordinator within HighWire. We also offer professional services that coordinate with new site builds and any large project implementations and post-launch. We also offer 24/7 technical support covering a UK and US time zones, and this also includes the single point of contact for your BenchPress system, a developer who is intimately familiar with your specific workflows. Being part of the HighWire community means leveraging that community's knowledge and experience through our thrice yearly meetings, webinars, online forums, and we also offer the potential for collaborating through shared development. Sophisticated automation for efficient manuscript processing. So this image here represents a list of actions that are currently active in this sample BenchPress system. The staff can preview any reminders on a manuscript by manuscript basis or review global automated actions across all manuscripts. They can change the dates on actions and even delete them entirely. And we offer these features to, rather than requiring the staff to manually tend and feed a system through each step, your BenchPress site can be configured automatically to help you get manuscripts from submission to publication with ease. Again, the benefit here is that BenchPress lowers the administrative costs and dramatically reduces the time to publication while providing best-in-class configurability to match your workflow and your organization's demands. So here's a list of what we consider criteria for success. And I touched briefly on it when I talked about our new server technology stack. We feel it's paramount that any system is available to users at all times. Any system notifications that the system is experiencing technical difficulties, please come back later. We don't believe that's acceptable at all. With our new server technology stack, we've been hitting 3 nines or 4 nines for uptime for the past 3 years. We also believe that a system should be fast regardless of where you are or where your customers are located. We believe the system should be intuitive. Users should be able to easily understand what the next steps are in any process. And we deliver BenchPress fully configured. You really shouldn't need to hire a new staff or send them to training modules so they can make their systems work for you. We can do that for you. Also, we believe it should be accurate and all papers should go into the queues where they're meant to go. And we provide a full phalanx of accurate data reporting in our reporting area through crystal reports and ad hoc reports. Here's a couple of quotes. For over a decade, Neurology has partnered with BenchPress to build a premier manuscript submission and peer review system. The BenchPress team consistently furnishes knowledgeable technical support and rapid response times and has provided exceptional guidance when we've operationalized our new initiatives. Kind words from Patty Baskin, Executive Director, Editor of Neurology Journals. Also, for that dedicated support, Susan Alexander has offered these kind words for the BenchPress team. They're always willing to help and are always responsive. Turn around projects quickly and always with a sense of urgency. I deal with many other groups, and by far they're the top 3. We like to rock. So in conclusion, that was just a brief overview of the BenchPress system. If you would like to schedule a demo or a training session, please contact Tracy Capaldi-Druitt. We'll submit this contact information for anyone who needs it. And I'd like to open it up for questions.
So we have a question. What are the USPs of BenchPress versus other similar systems such as Editorial Manager or Scholar One?
USPs?
Could we clarify what USPs are? And while we're waiting for an answer on that, if there are anyone else who has questions, please go ahead and type them in now. Unique selling points.
Unique selling points. Thank you. Well, some of the unique selling points off the top of my head are the flexibility with being able to configure the site the way you need it, not being locked into any predetermined workflows. Also, our custom development schedule allows us to build on your schedule rather than on a quarterly or yearly schedule. And also being able to have dedicated support where your developers intimately know your workflow and your setup we're not just a nameless developer in the group. Those are just some of the benefits that I believe we offer over some of our competitors.
Next question, can you talk about your integration development roadmap?
We do have a we do have a good roadmap. I don't have the slides here. We have a number of new features in 2017 that we're going to be rolling out. Offhand, we have a new ingest system that is going to be rolling out in March that will allow BenchPress to receive manuscripts and submissions through third-party sites. We also will be rolling out a new HTML email templating system for all BenchPress users. And we have integrations with Orchid and some other new features mid and end of year. We'll also actually have a roadmap session coming up in the next week or so.
Yes, there will be a HighWire-wide roadmap session coming up in March. So you should see invitations coming out for that shortly. Other questions? I don't see any other questions coming in at this time. But if you have questions after the fact, we can take them through your account manager or through anyone in our sales team, and we'd be happy to answer them individually. And of course, feel free to contact Tracy to get more information about BenchPress. Thanks very much for your participation, and for those of you who are existing customers, look for your invitation to this quarterly webinar. Thanks, everybody.